guys, today is a good day to film a summer favourites as autumn has just started. We are the 22nd of September, so I'm almost too late to film this. I wanted to record that still, so sorry if it's a bit late. I'm still in the nails, as we say in French, dans les clous. If you've seen my recent videos, you might know that I've been working all summer, so the list of favourites is not too spicy. It's quite basic, but there are some goodies on there. But you know, at first I was wondering whether I could do a monthly favourites or if just doing a seasonal favourites was a better option. Wait, my fringe is not fringing correctly. That's a bit better. That's why I'm doing a summer favourites. I have gathered everything into one video, and I might do that for all the next seasons that are to come. I've listed 6 things that were liked by me this summer, that were quite unusual or that were quite new for me. First thing is a body mist that I bought in the beginning of the year, and I've heard of that body mist on TikTok. I'm really into perfume content on TikTok. I think that I've talked about that in a previous video of mine. I've been watching a lot of perfume content on TikTok, and some person talked about that body mist. It was a French person, I think, and she said that it smells like a baby shower gel that is quite famous in France. Not sure that you have the same brand in other countries, but perhaps you have the same scents and the same notes in some baby products. So this is the body mist Super Frais. It's quite a minimalistic packaging. It's very simple. It's by the brand Kerzon, and that brand is French, and from what I've seen, it's a brand that tries to be conscious and to make conscious choices regarding its production and its ingredients and stuff. So yeah, that body mist was not made with that many toxic ingredients, I think. It's something that leans towards my expectations, because you know me now, I'm the kind of girl who tries to make clever choices as a consumer and to be more eco-friendly on a daily basis with my consumption. That's why I've been looking for a perfume that I would love, but that would also not be too expensive and that would not be made in terrible conditions with terrible choices of production. So I found that one, and it's actually very cheap for a luxurious brand. It's not that luxurious, but it's quite niche, so sometimes the products can be quite expensive, but that body mist is actually 100 milliliters and it was 39 euros, I think. Yeah, I think it was 39 euros, which is quite cheap for such a good body mist. And it's not, you know, when you spray it on you, the scent lays on quite well, and it stays on your body and on your clothing for a while. So it's not like, you know, the body mists that can be cheap, or even the expensive ones can last for a matter of seconds on your skin and on your clothing. So it's such a waste of money. But that one is a good investment. if I can call that an investment, because it was very expensive, inexpensive, yeah. I'm a girl who loves spraying perfume on. I like to spray like 6 to 7 sprays in the morning before going to work. Then I like to reapply perfume when I arrive at the place, and then I like to reapply perfume again at lunch break, at the end of lunch break. So yeah, perfumes can be empty very quickly with me, but this one has held on quite well, and I bought that I'd say in April or May or something, and it's only halfway there. It smells so good. As I was mentioning before, it's smelling like a baby shower gel or baby shampoo that we have in France. It smells so nice. It's the notes are ylang and cedar. I don't know if it's the same one in English, but those are the two main notes of the perfume. It's very fresh, it's almost like a laundry detergent smell. There was another one which is pink. Yeah, the writing is pink, it has another name that literally smells like detergent. Yeah, laundry detergent, but my heart leant towards this one, as I thought that it would linger onto your skin a bit longer than the other one, which smelled like something a bit more faint. This is very delicate, it's very fresh, I love that. Then something that I don't have in hand because it was emptied very quickly, and it's in the recycling bag. It is a peanut butter that is a French brand's peanut butter. It's called Peanuts. I'll insert the picture there. And there are 2 types of that peanut butter. There is a creamy one and a crunchy one that is a bit newer than the creamy one. I have tasted both of them, but my favorite one is the normal version, the creamy one. If you live in the US, you might like peanut butter. It's something that you quite like in your society. But in France, I think that it's not really until very recently that we have started to appreciate peanut butter. Yeah, I think that it was a bit more niche a couple of years ago, but it has slowly started to be something that we like, that we've discovered, and that has spread more. So that French brand Andros has made those peanut butters. The creamy one is insanely good. It's I think that what makes it so good is the vanilla extract in it. It adds such a nice taste in it. I don't know how to describe that, but it's very different from the usual peanut butters that you can have in like the organic peanut butters, or it also differs from the American peanut butters that you usually see. It's not that salty, it's a bit more on the sweet side. It's easy to spread on a toast or something, but my guilty pleasure was eating it with a spoon. That's why it was emptied very quickly. I think that we've been through 4 jars of that peanut butter in a matter of a couple of months. I enjoy putting peanut butter in my porridge in the morning as well, so that's emptied out very quickly. And that peanut butter is made in France, and I mean peanuts are collected somewhere else in the world, but it's made by a French company in France in the end, and there are not bad ingredients in it. There's no palm oil, if I remember well, so that's great. Then that's quite random, but I've been listening to a lot of music as usual this summer, and there are some songs that stood out to me, and those were the songs that Chappell Roan made. I'm not sure about the pronunciation of her name. Chappell Roan. Perhaps you don't have social media, and that's perfectly fine. Chappell Roan is a girl who's been making music for a while, and she's been singing for a while, but for some reason, I don't know why, TikTok, and her popularity exploded very quickly, and her songs were used in many videos. She's become a phenomenon. I really like her songs on my way to work or at the gym. They're very punchy, so they give you some energy, and the lyrics are quite cool and clever in some sense. And she's also a very cool performer. I'm following her on Instagram, and she usually posts her scene outfits and her stage outfits and her shows outfits. With the makeup she's got done, and she is so cool looking. She literally is someone I'd like to be. Now, something else in the field of media, I'd say. I've been obsessed this summer with Zoe Sock's vlogs. She used to be a very famous British YouTuber. I mean, she still is, but she was like one of the first ones who led the genre of beauty videos on YouTube. She's been on there since 2009 or something like that. She's been an oldie, and she had a first channel called Zoella, but for several years now she's only been focusing on her second channel, which is dedicated to vlogs. So of course I was very into her logos last year, and I'm a huge fan of her videos. I think that I've talked about her in my year favourites of 2023. But yeah, she's been a favourite of mine since I was in secondary school or high school. It might be high school, when I was starting to learn English and starting to get interested in English culture and American culture, and yeah, the English speaking world culture. She actually was the one content creator that made me learn English, and I have a lot of effort to make, of course, to reach a satisfying point. Yeah, thanks to her I can understand most English, and thanks to her I've went to university, got a degree that was focused on the English speaking world and English. I love speaking English, I love listening to English. It opens up so many opportunities, and it opens you up to so many people and cultures, because English is like one of the main languages in the world. So many people can speak English, and yeah, that's why I like English, basically. But now, going back to Zoe's vlogs, I'd say that I like her authenticity. I mean, obviously you can debate on the authenticity of content creators on social media, because even if they want to be as authentic as possible, you can't be 100% authentic when you are filmed, and that's a universal thing, I think. Overall, she radiates a positive energy and a comforting energy, and I love her talking with her friends or with her daughters or her boyfriends. I forgot to get an item that I want to talk about. Wait. Okay, so the last two things I wanted to mention are things that were paired together and that I still pair together. The first thing was a sunscreen from Caudalie. It's a French brand that you might have heard of in your country because it's quite popular. 50 plus SPF. It's quite hydrating as well. It has the label Ocean Protect, so that's very cool. And the packaging is recyclable. It was recycled before. You are supposed basically to apply sunscreen on a daily basis, even though it's not sunny outside. There still are UVs that peek through the clouds, and yeah. So I've been applying sunscreen for several months now. I'd say that I've begun applying sunscreen religiously on my skin on a daily basis at the end of last year. But because that one leaves quite a greasy finish on your skin, I've been pairing it with a mattifying loose powder, and this summer it was this one. It's the Invisible Touch face fixing powder from Kiko. The packaging is not very practical. There's like a cushion applier there that you can apply the product with on your face, but it's not very hygienic. It's quite yellow, if you can see. So at the end I was applying that with a proper brush. It does not leave a cakey finish on your skin, and it mattifies well, it does its job, it's quite inexpensive, so it's a very good powder. It's quite cheap. I'm not sure that Kiko is cruelty free. I think it is. Yeah, I think it is. There's still some powder left in that, but recently I've bought that other face powder, which is the Yves Rocher Fixing and Blurring Face Loose Powder. It's transparent like the Kiko one, and it's as good as the Kiko one, almost better. I'd say that it's unseeable on your skin. It's not visible. Oh, my cat is completely camouflaged. I can't really see him. It was around 20 euros, if I remember well, and the Kiko one was less expensive, a bit cheaper. Don't really remember the price, but it's quite affordable. It's not under 10 euros though, but it's in between. But Yves Rocher is a brand that gives you a lot of discount codes and a lot of sale things, so I got that for a bit cheaper than it would have been. Yeah, it's undetectable on your skin, it's doing its job, it's mattifying your skin quite well. I applied the sunscreen this morning and the powder on top to mattify it, but I should have reapplied some powder at lunch. However, it's not as greasy as only having the sunscreen on my face without nothing to mattify it, and the glow does not look too bad. It's a natural looking glow. So that's it for my summer favourites. I've only chosen to present to you 6 things, so that way it's a bit shorter than I could have done otherwise. If you care to leave a comment, please tell me what you've liked this summer, if you've liked a movie you've seen, or if you've listened to a podcast that you liked. I'm open to suggestions, and I'm open to discovering new things. So I wish you a great beginning of autumn. I hope that your return to school or your return to work was not too tedious and not too complicated. I'll see you in a future video. Goodbye.